A lot of tales to tell.
I guess you can call us busy beavers.
And let's not forget, Jake's a fun guy. So check out Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, Sundays at 6:30 on WNEP.
I'm not worried about this new 555 menu. I mean, look at me. I've still got it. Don't I?
Fribble.
You paused. Why'd you pause?
Always something new and better than ever. Now featuring the Vermonter Super Melt.
I've still got it.
Join the Ryans Run 5K and All Abilities Walk on October 7th. WNEP.com. Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is Newswatch 16 this morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mindy Ramsey.
And good morning, I'm Tom Williams. Milo's out back. He's got your forecast and the Brady Bunch today.
Yeah, all coming on up. And you know summer's nearing its end, even though it's officially over. I mean, this warm spell when Tom Williams waxes his wife's car, and that happened yesterday. Check out highs. I wonder what he had on yesterday. Maybe he'll tell us all about that. All the 90s you see were pretty much record breakers. It was the summer we never had yesterday. It's going to continue today. There's Bloomsburg. See that bright light in the background? Just think, within those lights, yeah, it's Myrna, the mermaid. You can see her for $1. Or is it even less? I don't know. I believe. 60s now, highs today, 85 to 90, just like yesterday, maybe a tad cooler. But Maria will stay to the south, and then east of us, that cold front on the left, that'll get here in a couple days. And then finally, not that I want it, but finally, well, I guess I do, cooler weather late this week. Today it continues hot, hazy, humid. Passing shower for less than 5% of the area. Tom's right, the Brady Bunch coming up next. Tom, what do you have on when you wax a car?
What do you think, I have a tuxedo on or what? You know, a shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay, I don't know.
All right.
I just see you as a newsman, nothing else.
I understand.
It's hard to imagine.
I did have a tie on. Thanks, Joe. No classes at a school in Luzerne County today, and it has nothing to do with the hot weather.
Greater Nanticoke Area High School closed because of a problem with the fire alarm. All other schools at Greater Nanticoke area are open today.
Now, other schools around the area are making adjustments again today because of the record heat in the 90s.
Newswatch 16's Ali Gallo joins us live from Prescott Elementary in Scranton. Good morning.
Good morning, Mindy and Tom. And here at Prescott, there is no air conditioning. So for the second day in a row, the Scranton School District announced students will be dismissed early. Middle and high schoolers will get out at 11:15, and elementary school students will be dismissed at noon. Now, some of the district's buildings do have air conditioning, but the early dismissal is citywide, and many of Scranton's elementary school buildings are older and not air conditioned. Students at Carbondale Area Elementary weren't dismissed early yesterday, but did still have to improvise. Sixth graders here were studying with the lights off and windows open, and we're planning to move to other parts of the building for afternoon classes, like the air-conditioned gym and auditorium. In Monroe County, people were hoping to swim at the Tobyhanna State Park, but beaches are closed for the season. It was also Senior Citizens Day at the Bloomsburg Fair yesterday. Here in Columbia County, fairgoers are used to the rain and not this heat, so they too had to improvise this year. Fair organizers set up 4 cooling stations, and the Danville Fire Department handed out free water. Back here live in Scranton again, we're at Prescott, which is one of the elementary schools that does not have air conditioning, so that early dismissal is citywide. The good news is, though, for people who do need the relief from the heat, that sunsets before 7 o'clock tonight. Ali Gallo, Newswatch 16, reporting live in Scranton.
All right, stay cool, Ali. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ali. The record heat didn't keep young players off the gridiron in Wyoming County.
Players on both sides took frequent water breaks when the JV football team from Lakeland visited Lackawanna Trail near Factoryville last night. The refs gave the players some extra time to rest, and the fans were struggling with the heat as well.
It's very hot and sticky. It's not fun. I'm baking over here.
Thank goodness we have air conditioning home.
And those coaches at the game in Wyoming County say the players actually got ready for this kind of weather with their conditioning in July.
The widow of a murdered state police corporal is suing the parents of the man who killed her husband. Tiffany Dixon believes Eric Freen's parents knew he hated law enforcement and gave him access to guns. Freen is on death row for shooting and killing Corporal Brian Dixon outside the state police barracks at Blooming Grove 3 years ago. Trooper Alex Douglas was badly hurt. Dixon's widow filed a wrongful death lawsuit at the Lackawanna County Courthouse accusing Eugene and Deborah Freen of psychologically manipulating their son into developing a hatred for police. Freen's mother denies knowing her son would act on his anger.
Do you feel that you guys are responsible for what he did?
Of course not. If we knew he was going to do such a thing, we would have stopped it. We had no idea.
Deborah Freen says they have a lawyer handling their case.
A robber's on the loose after a holdup and a chase through 2 counties, including Snyder County. Police say 2 men duct taped the elderly owner of Sterner's Coin Shop in Shamokin Dam yesterday and beat the man with a gun. The pair took some coins and drove off. Troopers arrested Michael Rodenizer from Beaver Springs after the getaway car crashed during a chase. The other bandit still on the run today. New this morning, a holdup brought police to this mini-mart in Luzerne County. The clerk at Cocoa Hut says a man with a gun robbed that place on East Main Street in Nanticoke around 4:30 this morning. The thief got less than $100 and took off here in Luzerne County. The driver accused of hitting an Amish buggy and taking off is behind bars in Lycoming County. Police say Christopher Cranmer was speeding and driving drunk when his pickup slammed into the back of that horse and buggy on Route 54 near Montgomery Sunday. Troopers say he went to his home in Montgomery instead of stopping to help. 2 adults and 5 children were hurt, some seriously. Neighbors who know the driver can't believe it.
It was mostly shock, like, oh my gosh, did this really happen? Did he really do this? Did he really just drive away?
Troopers say everyone in that horse and buggy should be okay after the hit and run in Lycoming County.
No cause yet of a chain reaction crash that tied up rush hour traffic in Lackawanna County. A car and an SUV that's used to deliver mail collided head-on on Main Street in Archibald yesterday. 2 other vehicles were also involved. Police say the driver of the mail delivery vehicle is in critical condition. Well, drugs might have played a part in a high-speed crash in Wayne County. A car hit an SUV parked on Church Street in Honesdale yesterday. Investigators found drug paraphernalia in the car, and the driver went to the hospital. Authorities are still looking into that crash in Wayne County.
3 teenagers are in trouble for a vicious animal attack in Monroe County. Police say a witness saw the boys throw a small terrier mixed dog to a pit bull type dog that was tied to a tree here on Pocahontas Road near East Stroudsburg Friday. A person got the little dog away from the pit bull and rushed into a shelter, but workers could not save him.
This is absolutely burns me up to the core. So I think that these boys live in the area. Someone has seen these kids before or seen the dog walked before. I'm hoping we can get some type of tip.
The small dog wasn't wearing tags and no one has come to claim him. If you have information on the crime, call police in Monroe County.
Leaders hope to have a playground in Hazleton back open today after some snake sightings shut it down. The mayor says neighbors near Altamiller Playground found 2 rattlesnakes last week. City leaders closed that park immediately and put out traps Friday. Officials haven't said if anything was caught yet here in Hazleton. Some schools are teaming up to bring more entertainment options to a park in Wilkes-Barre. Luzerne County Community College, Kings College, and Wilkes announced a plan yesterday to give $250,000 to the Riverfront Parks Committee to pay for concerts and cleanup and events on the River Common on the Susquehanna. The committee hopes to teach people to appreciate the beauty of their surroundings.
When you come down to this unique setting, say the amphitheater, you're outside, you're right there where the environment is, where nature is happening all around you.
If the partnership plan is approved by the Luzerne County Council, it will go into effect next year.
Many are mourning the loss of longtime Republican Congressman Joe McDade from Lackawanna County.
McDade died Sunday at the age of 85. For 36 years, he represented the 10th District in our area, serving 18 terms and leaving an indelible mark on northeastern and central PA. Newswatch 16 Scott Schaefer takes a look back at McDade's legacy.
I'm saddened. It's a part of history that's gone.
As the longtime president of the Greater Scranton Chamber of Commerce, Austin Burke worked closely with Joe McDade for many years. He considered him a good friend who brought so much home to the district he represented.
There's Steamtown, Montage, the Scranton Enterprise Center, put money into that.
Congressman McDade's legacy will live on in his home region long after his passing. The Steamtown National Historic Site in Scranton was maybe his most famous passion. The new terminal at Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport is named for him, a testament to his support for a project that wasn't completed until years after he left office. Austin Burke also credits McDade with helping to save the Tobyhanna Army Depot more than 20 years ago, when the Base Realignment Commission had its sights set on possibly closing the facility.
There's probably 5,000 people still in very good jobs at Tobyhanna because of the work that he did.
Scott Schaefer, Newswatch 16.
Democratic Senator and Scranton native Bob Casey released a statement. Part of it says, "We honor his decades of public service and his dedication to the people of northeastern PA." During his time as our region's congressman, he focused on economic development, specifically in downtown Scranton, and flood protection. Joe McDade would have turned 86 on Friday.
We're going to check in with Joe. He's got your forecast next here on the news station.
Here's what he says for your Tuesday: hot, humid, and sunny. Maybe a passing shower. Highs near 88.
Add your pet's photo to the pet slideshow on WNEP.com.
Listen up, America. You can do better with your money. And that's why this week, 2 Sharks will give you the tips you need. From picking the right credit card to investing even if you think you don't have enough, to when it's better to rent or buy. Your money matters. This week on
Good Morning America. All right.
Some of those flowers are in full bloom, Milo, just so you know.
Mindy, admit it, the anemones have to go.
They do not have to go.
Watch this, watch this. Well, you see that? Like a wind would do this. Their petals are falling off. Let's just cut them down already. Remember, these are the flowers that obstruct the view from the camera, which is right over there. And every day, yeah, we look at that camera, and then these things are in the way. Rob, get mad at me, but look at this. Come on. 90 degrees. It's going to end in a couple days. Let's just move on, shall we? Look at that. Beautiful sky this morning. As a matter of fact, I can show you that from our RoboCam. Looks even better. There it is, 650 and 702. I see high cirrus. How about you? Wow, I didn't even mean to rhyme there. I had to stop myself. It sounded really like a typical blow-dried, over-whitened TV person. Please stop it, Snedeker. There's your sunrise and sunset. And do note that we have 2 more minutes of nighttime versus daylight these days. 2 minutes, and increasing as the nights get longer. 60s this morning as you do your thing. Here's the deal. I say it all the time. You're putting on your deodorant. Mindy gets these big medieval things. She squeezes her eyelashes, and they go. Oh, no, wait. Hers are glued on. My wife does that. Getting ready for the day. Highs today, 85 to 90. No jacket required. And ooh, Maria. There it is. I've been telling you for over a week, this thing's not going to bother anyone on the coast. It's going to now start moving northeastward. This front will arrive in a couple of days. And watch how these interplay. And here you are stuck in the middle. Nothing happens today. And there's Maria spinning off the Virginia coast. Once that big, long, girthy front out west arrives, it's just going to produce a few scattered showers on Wednesday. Sweep Maria to the east. And then bye-bye, you two. We get a little cooler by Thursday. I'll see you later. There's your forecast. Oh, no, you want so much more, and so do I. Well, we have our new pointing theme, Premature Mocking Christmas. Here it's 90 degrees, and there's Christmas junk in the stores. Makes no sense, and that's why this guy's upset. There's Mark Benedict. He sent in this picture. Notice at the dollar store, one of my favorite places, all the Christmas stuff is out, and he is amazed and startled. Looks like, he has like an Australian look. Does that make sense? I don't know. Reminds me of someone, maybe a young Ringo Starr. Anyway, he's got the beard and everything, and that's what counts. You need hair, and you need to be mocking something Christmassy. So there he is showing we are dry this morning. These are those cirrus clouds creating that beautiful sunrise I just showed you. As we go through the day today, maybe a little daytime heating from the sun will fire up a passing shower. Unlikely, but possible. And then tomorrow, another day. This is the cirrus overcast from Maria. That's how close it gets. We get another sunny day with a few scattered showers later tomorrow. This is the actual front that's moving in. That's going to produce temperature changes, but not a lot of rain. And that'll be late tomorrow night. Not a big deal. So for today and tomorrow, still warm, humid, hazy, hot, humid. 80s this afternoon, 70s this evening, 60s tonight. It will be back to the 40s this weekend at night. But wait, there's more. They're talking at the beauty parlor. What the heck are these things anyway? They just dry your hair in the big... I've never been under one, nor do I want to be. But anyway, hey, it was today. They're talking. They're giving it out in 1969 that the Brady Bunch started. There's the whole cast. And we're talking about Marcia today because one of my favorite episodes, there she is, 61, looking fantastic, gets hit by the football. Bobby threw the ball or missed the ball or something like that. She gets the big swollen nose. Ah, the drama. Well, here's the deal. 50s out west, 80s, 90s in the east. You can see this high amplitude bipolar pattern. I'm going to represent that cool trough. Look at it all the way down into Mexico by the football. The thing with this front and that trough is by the time it gets here to Marcia, it shrinks down. So we're not going to get a lot of rain with it. But once this front moves through, boom, football in the face, pull it away. She's got a red nose. That's cooler air coming in for Thursday and Friday. The best chance for rain is with this little trough. That'll be coming in on Friday. Scattered showers. Both of these things are gone along with the hurricane for the weekend. Then it dries out. Beautiful this weekend. Fresh and in the 60s. Look at this next week. The nose clears up. It's another ridge in the east. We could easily be in the 70s to near 80 by next Tuesday, Wednesday. Until then, 2 more days of 80s. A few scattered showers tomorrow night. Breezy on Thursday, but it looks dry and sunny. Friday, best chance for showers afternoon, evening. Partly sunny Saturday. Beautiful Sunday and Monday. Let's hear it, baby. Mindy, how did they make that big swollen nose on her? Makeup?
I think it was makeup.
We're
yes.
going to recreate that with you.
Peter threw the ball.
It was Peter. Yes.
Poor Bobby, you've indicted him this morning.
How hard is this?
All right, thanks, Joe. See you later. What's left of Hurricane Maria is still causing problems this morning.
Where people are being asked to leave their homes. That's coming up next.
What's the buzz about? It's a short ride we hope you'll take. A trip through the fair with Jackie and Jake. Join us for a day at the Bloomsburg Fair. Tonight at 7:30 on WNEP. Sponsored by WNL Subaru and Lanahan and Dempsey.
This is our son, Christopher Lewis.
This is our brother, John Anthony Gracie.
This is my daughter, Natalie. We lost her to opioid addiction.
Pennsylvania is fighting this crisis so more lives are not lost.
Call 1-800-662-HELP for treatment options. Visit pa.gov/opioids for resources and information on substance abuse.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Your DIY turning into an SOS?
Get how-tos from home improvement and design experts.
What's for lunch, dinner, dessert?
The finest local chefs dish out their favorite recipes.
From my backyard to yours, I'll have tips to keep your garden growing.
So much to see in NEPA, that's just a day trip away.
And you never know where we might take you next.
The area's #1 home and garden show, Home and Backyard, Saturday mornings at 9 on WNEP. Newswatch 16, sponsored by ShopRites of Broadheadsville, Daleville, Mount Pocono, and Stroudsburg.
What's left of Hurricane Maria is still churning its way up the East Coast.
ABC's Lana Zach has the latest.
From the air, you can see the extraordinary destruction inflicted by Hurricane Maria on Puerto Rico. Houses clutching at the sides of cliffs after mudslides ripped the ground from underneath their foundations. The island's governor says it is a humanitarian disaster for all of the 3.4 U.S. citizens on the island.
It's not a neighborhood no more. All the palm trees are down, the trees broke. At night you can't feel the air because there's nothing, there's no wind. It's horrible. There's no water, electricity.
At the San Juan airport, residents and tourists wait for days, hoping for a plane and a lifeline.
All I want to do is get home. And here I am fighting my life because my incident is my life. And they don't have no ice here. They don't have anything to help me keep my insulin safe.
People are running out of food. They're fighting. I just went to the bathroom. In the bathrooms, they have water all over the floor because people are trying to take baths here, or, you know, it's really survival mode right now.
While here in the continental U.S., preparations for Maria are underway in North Carolina. Tourists told to evacuate.
They need to get out as quickly as they can. We could start to see roads impassable and flooding, so they need to be going now.
Maria, the latest in a succession of devastating hurricanes to affect the United States. And as President Trump says they are currently assessing the needs in Puerto Rico, his response is increasingly coming under fire as the situation there is worsening. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
And we'll be right back. The 3 R's are turning into reading, writing, and respite from the extreme heat.
Many schools in Scranton don't have air conditioning, so the district announced students will be dismissed early again today. Middle and high schoolers get out at 11:15, elementary schools at noon. In other districts around the area, teachers are trying to keep students cool, like here at Carbondale area, where they studied with the lights off and the windows open yesterday.
The parents of Eric Freen are facing a wrongful death lawsuit from the widow of a slain state trooper. Tiffany Dixon believes Eric Freen's parents knew he hated law enforcement and gave him access to guns. Freen was convicted of shooting and killing Corporal Brian Dixon outside the police barracks at Bloomsburg 3 years ago. Freen's mother denies knowing her son would act on his anger.
A mini mart was held up this morning in Luzerne County. The clerk at Cocoa Huts tells Newswatch 16 somebody showed him a gun and ran off with cash, less than $100 here in Luzerne County.
We will get one last look at Joe's forecast when we come back.
Watch 16 report today at 5 on WNEP. Sponsored by Geisinger Health System. Coach's Corner, Thursdays at 7:30 on WNEP2.
Alrighty, folks, you won't believe it. Tom's been waiting to get this off his chest all morning long when I've been showing this video. Tom, hit it, baby. Marcia, football to the nose.
Hit by Peter throwing it to Bobby. He didn't make the catch, Joe.
Yeah, but that evolved into the excuse, what?
Right, the excuse that she couldn't go on the date with Charlie because, Mindy, why?
Something came up.
Something suddenly came up.
Something suddenly came up, including her nose. Hey, good day for the fair today. You can go see Myrna, or is it Myrna? The freak show, always the best part of these things. 60s now, high temperatures today, easily into the mid to upper 80s to even near 90 degrees. Page Lake, high cirrus clouds looking fantastic. Passing shower today, more likely scattered around late afternoon, evening tomorrow. Once that blue front moves through tomorrow evening, it's going to be cooler and breezy on Thursday, but still partly sunny and dry. You'll notice showers pop up Friday afternoon, Friday evening, only in the 60s. Saturday, Grandma may actually reach for the thermostat. 62, partly sunny. Another warm up 1 week, early next week coming on up.
I used your new heating system.
Something suddenly came up.
And never play ball in the house or outside the house,
Yeah.
Mrs. Brady said.
Either way.
Have a great day.
GMA's next.
To match people with their perfect Ford, I have to get to know them. What they like. What they need. And what they want. That's how we find you the perfect match.
Now you can get a new Ford Escape with $4,000 cash back. Or you can lease for just $186 a month. That's only $186 a month.
Make a connection at your local Ford store today.
It all started when Sophia stopped into Marshall's and found a mug for surprisingly little green. She paired that with some succulents, and suddenly, something clicked. That surprise led to a stylish wood mirror, soothing lavender oils, a party llama, or is that an alpaca? Super soft towels, and an enchanting vase that magically tied it all together. She arranged it all into the greatest guest bathroom ever. Did Sophia expect to get so much bang for so few bucks? No, but great things happen when you choose surprise. Marshall's, your surprise is waiting.
50 area runners are raring to go.
I'm running for my son, Jack.
For year 8 of WNEP's Ryan's Run.
But this year, we're not the only ones on a mission to help kids and adults with disabilities at Allied Services.
Yep, Ryan has convinced me to run 26.2 miles at the TCS New York City Marathon this fall. But before we head to the Big Apple in November,
We could use your help to change even more lives here at home.
To donate and get your hands on our campaign's newest shirt,